in, kid.
Hello, welcome to the Very Bad Batch Explosion Works after show and breakdown of each and every episode of The Bad Batch. My name is Dylan Blight, and joining me to discuss this week's episode, Ashley Hobley.
Hey Dylan, excited to be here to talk about a returning favourite character. Am I right? Everybody loved the Book of Boba Fett.
I mean, I would say returning best character from the Book of Boba Fett.
I think Jin's probably the best character, or Grogu. Grogu was the best character.
They had more screen time.
They have more screen time. Yeah.
Some other characters, that's for sure. All right, this we are here to discuss episode 8 of season 3, Bad Territory. Synopsis was desperate for intel. Hunter and Wrecker track down a dangerous bounty hunter, and the hunter, as Ashley is hinting towards, Fennec Shand, voiced by Michnovetz, returning.
Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't hinted at more, or like, because obviously in the lead up to the actual series itself, it's like, this is going to be the first character that you see in live action and animated at the same time. It's crazy. And then obviously she never showed up after like 3 episode run or whatever. So for her to come back to pretty much no fanfare.
Yeah, she was in it for what? A couple episodes?
A few episodes until what's her name pulled the bounty off. Like she says.
Did call her. I honestly can't remember. It was
the Camino lady, right?
Oh, was it? Okay.
I believe so, if I remember correctly.
Make sense. Yeah, that would make sense, actually. I kind of forgot about that, to be honest. Yeah, so what did you think of this week's episode? Slowed down the pace a bit?
It did slow down the pace. I thought it was fine. I mean, you kind of split the party up a little bit. Omega and, Crosshair, doing their own meditation thing. And Tracker and Wrecker going out fighting Crocs.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's pretty much it.
It's not an incorrect description of this week's episode.
No.
I mean, I thought it's definitely it's a transitional episode, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we had the massive doubleheader last week. So this one's a little bit, a little bit slower, Obviously this is a setup episode, because obviously they're setting up whoever's going to be the Fennec sets up to chase down the clones or the Bad Batch.
Yeah,
at the end of the episode.
Who do we reckon that is? Let's get into it.
I don't know.
Boba Fett, right?
Could be. Well, what's the other one? The other bounty hunter we've seen in the series?
Cad Bane?
Yeah, could be him.
He's not dead yet.
He's not dead yet.
Although I can't remember. I'm like, have they ever hinted at the fact that when Fennec Shand meets Boba Fett that they're like, oh, I didn't know about you.
No, I don't think so. She's like, hey, I've got a massive hole in my chest. Please save me.
Yeah, because at this stage, this is like, this is like teenage Boba, right? So,
yeah,
they could, they don't meet again for a very, very long time. So, maybe they knew of each other and then didn't know of each other. And she thought he died.
Bit of a reputation. I would be very surprised if it's not somebody that we've heard of or know of before. You know what I mean?
No, it based off the way they set it up, it has to be, right? The cliffhanger ending paired with the mumbled voice, not giving away who it is and everything like that. So
yeah.
If it's not someone of significance, it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, absolutely.
Other than that, I did enjoy it's sort of a very transitional episode, but I did enjoy Fennec Shand back in it. I thought she was a lot of fun. I thought the bar scene was fun. Her trying to do business with that person and telling some piss off
with Greedo.
Yeah, with Greedo. Well, was she use Greedo, or was it first Greedo? Or?
I don't know. They all look the same to me. So I mean,
whoa.
I'll just admit it.
That's true. That's fair. I thought that was fun. Just her tone, delivery. I mean, good performance, good presence to the episode. I guess that's given with Fennec showing up. And then I thought all the action was pretty good. You know, I thought fighting the Crocs was actually silly but fun. Like
yeah, I don't think
Hunter's like trying to escape and Wrecker's just in there like,
just doing superplexes.
Yeah, he's literally just suplexing
German
the
suplexes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen many swamp planets in Star Wars. You know,
No,
well, I guess other than wherever they find Yoda, but
Dagobah.
yeah, that's it. You know, feels a little bit different to all the sand.
I mean, when you think about it, Star Wars is kind of stupid because the amount of planets just get like it's one thing, you know, but it's like on Earth we have all these things, you know, ice, swamp, lush green stuff, deserts, and then when in Star Wars they're like, no, the planets can.
But every planet in Star Wars,
one thing. Yeah, what'd you make of the? I guess outside the action and stuff, I really enjoyed the Mega Crosshair stuff as well, with his hand and everything like that.
I was worried there for a second because she's like, let's meditate, you know, it helps. And then she puts his hand. Obviously, she's like putting her hand on his hand. I'm like, oh, they've talked about M count this entire time. I'm like, she's gonna heal his hand. What? But thankfully, that's not what happens. You know, just meditating, or maybe it's just a tease. You know, turn Omega into a Jedi. That's what's gonna happen.
I mean, if they did, how would we feel about it?
I mean, you know,
I'd be like, I've seen worse.
I've seen worse, but did we really need another force sensitive person in this time period?
Everyone's force sensitive.
Yeah, and then it's kind of weird that out of all the Jedi, all the clones, she's the only one that's force sensitive. You know, but maybe that's what she was made for. You know, to be force sensitive. Sure. But yeah, I mean, again, we don't really know what kind of tests they put into Crosshair, so then pretty much, in my mind, it was always a physical thing, like his body was breaking down. That's why his aim was off, but it sounds like it is a mental thing.
Yeah, it sounds like it's definitely a mental thing because they
it's because he's no longer a good soldier. Because good soldiers follow orders.
It's true, and he did not follow orders anymore. So rest in peace. Or not yet, but possibly rest in peace.
Likely.
Possibly. Yeah, I mean that's about it, right? This week.
It is. It was very little. Here's something that I saw brought up online about this episode. Was it too dark?
No.
Like black, like brightness
like
level.
Color? No, I had no problems. The way I watched it. Did you?
I mean, a little bit, but you know, it's set at night.
Yeah.
So what do you expect?
I had no problems. I think I'd say last week's episode was darker than the waterfall fight and everything.
That's fair.
If anything, and I had no problems with that. Just to be clear, but it felt like it was dark.
No, yeah, I've seen people complain. You know, because it's an animated show, you could just make it. You can brighten it up, but make it seem like it's nighttime. You know, but I didn't have that much of an issue. You know.
Yeah. Not an issue. That's not an issue. No issue with that.
Also loved Crosshair just bring like who's that and all that to Omega. She's like, oh, she's when they're talking to their friend,
the pirate.
Wanda
Sykes.
Yeah, the purveyor of ancient artifacts. No pirate. And she's like, yeah, I did. We've got a pirate friend, and there was another joke about a thing she's done as well. So, like, the Crosshair's missed. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, that'll do it for this week's episode of The Very Bad Batch. We will transition into next week, where presumably we're going to have a good bounty, or not a good, but a bounty hunter cameo worthwhile of waiting, I would say, surely. That's what the tease is. Join us then, of course. Check out explosionnetwork.com. Follow us on Twitters if you want, explosionnetwork.com/Twitter. Join our Discord, explosionnetwork.com/Discord. If you like the show and want to support us and or the website, explosionnetwork.com, you can do that by heading to explosionnetwork.com/support. Takes you to our Ko-fi page. And until next week, may the force be with you.